Hey everyone, welcome to our third intro to Reformer. Today it's going to be about the box. All right, this goes great. I'm not sure what I would do if I didn't have a box available, especially when I do group classes, because pull it out and you can sit on it for so many exercises. And that's really what I love about it. The box can be on long ways like it is now. It can be turned short ways. You can put the box on the wood frame. You can put the box way in front. Box on the floor. I mean, there's just so many things you can do. But today we're going to kind of go through some of the basics that you'll see in your Reformer classes going forward. So the setup, I have the box on long to start, pressed against the shoulder rest. I have the foot straps on, headrest down. My weight is one heavy spring, which is a red spring for me, one heavy, and my foot bar is down. I'm gonna move rather slowly. I want you to focus in on your form. Like I said, it's the basics. In classes moving forward, I might add on to these exercises, do something with a prop. So this is the foundation with the box that'll help you moving forward. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's sit on the box facing back. Okay. Scoot yourself a little bit further back on the box. You're going to pick up the straps. Choke up on the straps. What does that mean? You're going to thread your hand through the foot straps and hold on to the tape. A little bit of rolling down. So this rolling down can be done without the box, sitting with those legs straight, facing back. Sometimes though, it's a little uncomfortable for some people to do that. That's why I love the box. You just throw it on, and these roll downs can be done on the box as well. So just so you know, I scoot myself back. My feet are on the headrest, and I'm pressing the outside of my calves against the shoulder rest. You'll see here why in a second. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop. It's like somebody's just punched me in the gut. And I'm going to roll. Roll. Back. Back. I'm going to still look forward the whole time, relaxing my shoulders. Give me an inhale. Exhale. Scoop. I'm pressing my spine in, low spine into the box as I come all the way on up and sit up nice and tall. Now from here, you might need to move a little bit more forward or a little bit more back. Test the waters, see how it feels to you. Again, inhale, exhale, curl. Down. You go down as far as you can comfortably come up. Inhale. Exhale. I'm pressing my legs against the shoulder rest as I come up nice and tall and stack my spine. Inhale at the top and slowly rolling down. I'm down here. I'm relaxing my shoulders. I am going to take that option where I look behind me. Take a breath. Chin to chest. Roll all the way on up through center. Stack that spine. Looking behind you is completely up to you. Give me an inhale. Exhale, back we go. One more time. How slow can you go? Bone by bone, peeling that spine down, opening up that chest. I'm going to look behind me one more time. Big breath in. Exhale. Slowly. All the way on up. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take those arms back and forward. Remember that chest expansion we did on that last segment? This is the same thing. However, it's a little heavier. Same thing we did before. We were kneeling, but now we're sitting on the box. Easier on those knees. Couple swinging those arms straight back. Since it's heavier, you're not going to go that far back. It's okay. You even go right here. I'm cool. Inhale. Exhale back. Proud chest. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Arms go forward again. This time we're going to roll halfway back. Big inhale. Exhale, scoop. I'm going to go halfway back. Pause a second. Yeah, I think I'm in my right spot. I feel like I'm shaky a little bit. Maybe I could go down a little bit more. My point is everybody's halfway point's different. You find yours. Inhale, exhale, come all the way on up and sit up nice and tall. So essentially we're just cutting that roll down in half. Inhale, exhale, back, back. I'm good. Maybe about right here. I'm going to pause. The hard part, coming on up, sitting up tall. And exhale. Still trying to keep my feet flat on the headrest. If they don't stay flat, it's not an emergency. Just try not to go all the way on over. I doubt you will. In all my years of teaching, that hasn't happened. Big inhale, exhale. Just pause. Inhale, exhale. Up, up, up. On this next one, we're going to hold it down to that halfway point. Holding it down and pause. I'm going to scoop my belly down an inch and up an inch. It's almost like somebody's punching me in the gut to just repel back an inch and up. Slow. I do feel a bit of shake happening in my core. I'm moving pretty slow. Your arms are staying straight. This heavy spring helps. It helps us come up. Relax. Find your breath. You can barely tell I'm moving, and that's what I want. 1 more. Come all the way on up. Stacking that spine. Sit up nice and tall. Again, take those arms back and forward. All right. Working in that C shape with our spine on the way down. Now sit up tall. Proud chest. A few more here. No bend of the elbow. Trying to lengthen those arms. Knuckles straight down to my floor. Last 2. 1. Arms go long. We've got 1 more thing here to do. I am going to scoop myself forward. You do too. Because when I roll down, I'm going to stay down there. So if I were further back on the box, I might go over. All right. Up tall, inhale, exhale. I'm coming down, 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 down. I'm going to lay down like we did in that first round. I'm going to pause here. I'm looking straight ahead. I'm allowing those straps to pull me forward. Big inhale, exhale, right knee to chest and back down. Let's go to the left. So we're alternating. So I'm lying down at the base of my shoulder blades. I'm not trying to, look like I'm struggling, even though I'm saying to myself, yeah, this is hard. Arms long. Exhaling as the knee comes. Alternating. Still through that upper body. One more to the right. One more to the left. Hold both feet down. Inhale. exhale. Slowly coming all the way on up, stack that spine, done. So we could always go halfway down sometimes. I'll do that and lift from there. That would be that half roll down. Always an option too. I might teach that. I might have you go all the way down on your back. Who knows? But that's the kind of thing you might see from me when we're using the long box for roll downs and rolling up. All right, moving on. Hang up the straps, hang them up. I'm going to a weight change now. I was on a heavy, one red. I'm gonna go to a medium, one blue. And we're gonna lay down on our bellies. All right, the girls, better known as the boobies, are right there at the tip of the box. You don't want to be too far forward. I like to have my legs open the width of the box. Some people like their legs closed. That kind of bothers my low back. Totally up to you. Grab a hold onto those straps. Again, we're going to choke up. I promise we won't be doing this for the entire hour. Okay. Your arms are long on the sides of the frame. Your head's in line with the spine. I want you to take those arms straight back and pause here a second. Hold those arms as straight as you can. I'm looking slightly ahead of me. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. My head is in line with my spine. Arms go forward. Inhale, exhale, back. You can get those arms back there because this is a little bit of a lighter weight. So sometimes the tendency in this position is to feel this right away in your low back, because I'm going to show you right now. I'm kind of arching right now. Try to press that area in between your hip bones, your pubic bone, down in that box. I'll show you. I was kind of arched like this, and now I'm going to push that area down as I move my arms. Right away, I feel a little bit of relief in my low back. My booty is engaged. My legs are long. I'm breathing in this one long line. This is about length. Crown of my head to the door in front of me. Length through my toes. Hold those arms back there. Hold. Bend those elbows and straighten. So those elbows are back there. You're just bending and straightening. They're not lowering. They're not lifting. Triceps. Again, press the pubic bone down. I had just forgotten to do that. 3, 2, and 1. Arms go down. Hang up those handles. And fold over a second. So in that position, we might do a multitude of things with our arms. We'll lift into extension of the spine and back down. I'm going to cover extension at the end of this class, facing the opposite direction, so I didn't right now. We can do those circles that we did yesterday, arm circles, a variety of things, and I'll always walk you through it. Here's another thing I have a tendency to do, and that's to walk on up to those 2 rails here. So, wood frame, walk yourself on up. I'm gonna hold on to the rails. Remember how I told you reformers are different? Your rails might not be wood, might be totally different. You need to find a right place to hold on to them. I like to have my knuckles to the sides of the room. You might be different. From here, again, you really need to press that pubic bone down as you bend the elbows up towards that box and back. Again, focusing in on those triceps. My elbows are pointing down as I bend. I'm moving slow. I'm trying to keep my shoulders away from my ears. If you feel as though you're sliding forward, you're not alone. Everybody does it. Just come on home and scoot yourself back. I'm going to hold those arms long. Now my elbows are going to go to the sides of the room. Slow. Upper body work. I'm pushing my pubic bone down. If the sliding just seems nonstop to you, you can always put a sticky pad right there at your hip bones on the box. 2. 1. Arms go long. Walk those hands back home. If you can, hop on up to all fours and let's get a cat-cow stretch. So every time we're on our belly, it's nice to come up to this position, either all fours or standing, and round that spine up towards the ceiling. And then a bit of extension. Head up, chin up, booty up, and then round. Again, should feel oh so good. Knees are under your hips. 1 more. And back to a neutral position. Okay. This next thing here, really the hardest part is getting into it. I'm going to show you how I get into it. I've taught so many people who get in it different ways. Just really no right or wrong. You find the way that works for you. I'm going to start with my left. So my left foot's going to come forward like this. My right knee's going to stay on the box. I'm going to pick up that left strap and I'm going to put it under my left foot. Then I'm going to bend both knees on the box. Like I said, take your time, find a way to get into it. You can sit on the box, put the strap over your foot. Totally up to you. Both knees on the box. I'm going to scoop my knees back towards the back edge of the box. The strap behind my left foot. I'm going to move my right knee a little bit more towards the left. I'm going to kick that leg back. From here, leg is long, flex that foot. Bend that knee in to meet the other and extend nice and long. If you're doing a few of these and it just seems to be a struggle to get that leg back there, you can always go down on weight to a lightweight. I'm staying on this medium. If it's a little scary being up on this box, this entire sequence can be done without the strap. Totally up to you. I'm moving slow. I'm putting a little bit more weight into my left hand, the same side as the strapped leg. Sometimes you just want to lean over to that other side. We don't want to do that. Put more weight on the working leg. Hold that leg nice and long, point that toe. Leg is gonna go straight down and back. Down. Watch your range of motion. As the leg goes down, 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 the toe will point straight down to that floor and then back. That spine is long. I'm sticking my tail back. Leg is nice and straight. If you feel like you're getting so pulled like this over to the left, that left shoulder's dropping, you might have to lower the weight, and that's totally fine. We're gonna do a few more because I'm tired. I always forget how hard this stuff is. 2, 1, done. It's tough on the wrist too. Let's say you just can't wrist bear right now. Something's going on. Forearms would come down. They'd have to come down a little further. And you do the same thing. Is it a little awkward? Yes, it's a little awkward. You might say to yourself, you know what, I don't even want the strap. I can do it without the strap. It's a little bit better, but it can be done this way, coming onto your forearms. Just an FYI. Coming on up, you're going to carefully take that strap off the foot as I shake it off. Come on, Johanna. All right. Another fun thing on the box. I'm going to sit in the box and I'm going to face you. So oftentimes when I teach, that was tough on the wrist to be in that position. So instead of me immediately going to the other leg, I'd like to do things that give you a break on that wrist bearing like this. So I won't forget the other side. Sometimes I do, but that's pretty rare. But, you know, we all make mistakes. Okay, pull my pants up again. Sit. You're going to sit on the box. Move yourself back on the box. Your heels are going to press down onto the carriage. So they're not hanging over the wood. Your feet are flexed. I like to open my knees out wide. You're going to grab a hold on to that strap that's closest to you front. You're going to take that strap and place it around your forearm right here. Sitting up tall, your hands are going to go behind your head. Inhale. Side bend over and back through center. Now, I feel like this is bothering me, so I'm going to move a little bit more this way so the tension is a little lighter. You do that if you want to. Hold it here. We side bend. I'm trying to keep my right hip down as I side bend, and then sitting up nice and tall. Exhale. Take your time. This should actually feel pretty good. Our spine is long. We're laterally flexing. It's nice. Ooh, there goes my dog. We're adding on to this. Take it over. Pause. Rotate. Ooh. Side and up. Inhale. Exhale, we side bend first. We rotate. Look at that spring that you're on. Back to the side bend and up. So 4 parts here. Inhale. Exhale over. Inhale. Exhale. and up. Give me one more here. Down, rotate, center, and up. Done. Hang up that handle. Okay. Giving the wrists a break, we're going to go back and do that other side of the kickback. Coming to all fours again. Right foot goes forward. Do you notice how I totally forgot what I was going to say? Oh well. Hello, 50s. I'm taking that strap. I'm going to place it under my right foot. Well, we'll see if I can do that. Okay, I think I got it. And then I bend both knees on the box. And then I'm going to move my knees back on the box. Sometimes this strap might be brushing against your hand. If that's the case, move your hand a little more towards the middle of the box. All right. I'm going to move my left knee a little bit over to the right. And then I'm going to kick that leg back. All right. Am I feeling good? Putting more weight on my right hand here, hardly in my left. I could actually lift it off, but we're not going to do that today. All right. Let's bend that knee in and out. Let's move slow. Already, I feel a lot of tension on my right side, my right shoulder. I'm doing my best to keep that spine long. Flexing that foot like I'm trying to kick someone behind me. The strap might be going wonky. It's okay. Right now, when I bend my knee, it's kind of going over to my side and my right. That's okay. That's all right. Just move. And breathe. Soft elbows. Hold that leg back there. Now I'm going to point my toe. Leg goes down and back. Like I said before, you feel like you're tipping over to the right too much. You might want to limit your reps or take the weight down. When I take my leg back, I'm trying to avoid that. It's that big arch in your back. I'm going to pull my belly up, push heavy down on the box. Leg goes back down. A few more here. Find your breath. 2. And 1. This is it. Leg goes straight back, back, back. Bend it in. Yeah, I got a little sweat going on. Not gonna lie. All right. Take that strap off. However you do it, A-okay. Just be careful. I'm gonna sit on the box facing the opposite way now. Okay. I'm gonna move myself a little bit more over to the edge of the box. I'm gonna grab a hold on to that foot strap. I'm gonna move myself back on the box. My knees are open wide. Grab and holding that strap behind my forearm. I'm up nice and tall. Big inhale. Exhale over. And then back through center. Give me an inhale. Exhale. Side bend. And center. As I side bend, I'm trying to keep my left hip down. It's not a big range of motion. And each time I do this, I feel like I'm getting a smidge more length in my left side. Let's add our rotation. Over, rotate, forward, back, inhale. Exhale, side bend. Rotate, back to side bend, and up. If the strap is bothering you, this whole thing can be done without the strap. Take it off, for instance, like I'll do now. Hands go behind the head, side bend, over, and up. Couple more here. This is always an option. You're still getting the benefit of the exercise, which is laterally flexing the spine, rotate, side bend, and done. Good work. All right, we're going to come off this box and place it on short ways. This is long ways. Now I'm going to turn it and face it short ways. Okay. Heavier carriage. So heavy it. I was on one medium there. Just throw on a bunch of springs. Some people like to throw on all the springs. I just want to make sure that the carriage doesn't move. So whatever it takes. I'm going to throw on 2 reds. I know the carriage will be still then. I'm going to face you. I'm going to do another little bit of a side sit-up series, side bending, but this is also pretty common with the box on. It's something that I do teach, so I want to go through it. All right, I'm short. We all know that. We've talked about it. I'm 5'5", short arms and legs. I'm probably going to have this box against the shoulder rest, or maybe even a smidge, a few inches out, but we'll see. Let's say you're tall, maybe about 5'7" and over. This box might move over the shoulder rest. It all depends on your height, and I'm going to explain why here in a second. I'm moving the box back against the shoulder rest. Sitting on that box, you're going to reach for that safety strap. Your reformer ought to have it. Down here, I'm going to take that safety strap and I'm going to put my left foot under there, securely under there. I'm going to bend my knee here and I'm going to scoop myself pretty far in that direction. Do you see how my foot's under that safety strap and I'm pushing up on it? So this can be a little scary, I'm not going to lie, especially when we go this way. And this strap has a tendency to make like these horrible noises, like it's snapped and you're going to go over. We'll walk us through it. All right. And if that foot needs to be down at the beginning, if you feel more comfortable like that, do it. Okay, just do it. Just so we can get our mojo. I'm going to have you drop your hand down to the headrest. Okay, dropping that hand down to the headrest. Let's just get a side over. We basically just did that. Nice side over. Up, and then lift on up. Let's do it again. Find the headrest. Get a side over. Arm goes down. Lift up. Next one here. Find that headrest. Find that headrest. I'm on my little fingertips here because my arms are short. I'm going to hold it here. And I'm going to take my arms to a gold post position. I'm going to go down a few inches and up. I'm pushing up in that strap. Is this something you're going to conquer in one session? Hell no. If you're feeling uncomfortable, hold on to that headrest. Down, just like I'm doing now. Right here. All right, I'm going to let go. Down a few inches and up. Few more. Like I'm crunching a pencil right there. 1. Hand down. Come on up. So when we're doing this, you want that top hip to be forward. Sometimes this happens. See how I'm kind of like sitting back here? You want to shift yourself forward. Now, this side could be tight. All right, let's talk about what else we can do. This leg can go like this. That foot's probably going to be finding the standing platform. You can do the whole thing as such, because being in this position doesn't work for everybody, okay? I prefer you to be with those hips stacked, like you're in between 2 panes of glass, than having this leg like this and going like that. This is an option. Foot goes on that standing platform. Perfect. Let's go right to the other side so you can see the back edge. Okay, I'm going to turn, face this direction, fix my tap. My right foot is going to go under that safety strip. I'm going to bend my left knee. Do you notice how I'm almost falling off the box? I am way over here because I want that top leg to be long. I'm going to find that headrest. I'm going to find it a second. Side bend over. Find that stretch. Arm goes down, lift, and then my foot lowers because I'm upright. I'm not sitting back. I'm going to stack my hips. Left hand down. Over. Find that stretch. Arm down and up. Back down. Back down. Fingertips. Fingertips. This is called goal pose. You kind of see why? Like football stuff here. Lower and lift. Lower a few inches and lift. We're starting off tiny. Plenty of time to get a little bigger than this. Just press that foot up into that strap. Always an option. Come down and up. Down and up. A few more. Done. Coming all the way on up. Side sit-ups. We do them with props. We can hold a ball. We can hold a ring. We can hold the side bend and rotate, kind of like what we did when we were sitting on the box. The options are endless, but that was just a basic run through of what that is. All right, I'm going to lessen my carriage a little bit here. We're going to do a few some arm work facing forward. 1 medium spring. I am on 1 medium spring. I'm going to take those foot straps off and put on the regular handles. So coming around, getting those regular handles. Isn't this fun? All right. Sitting on that box, scooting yourself back. The same set of exercises, arms facing forward, can be done kneeling and it can be done sitting. Again, a big reason I love the box is it's so great for people who have a hard time kneeling. Hey, I had knee surgery. It's been almost 15 years, and sometimes I need padding for my knee. This is just a great option. You're going to reach back and grab a hold on to those handles. Grab hold on to those handles. My phone's ringing, but I won't get it. All right, my elbows are bent. Don't you love it when you get interrupted by a phone call? My knuckles are facing the sides of the room. The straps are going on the inside of my forearms. I'm sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to punch those arms forward a little higher and then bend those elbows. Punch and bend. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a rotation. I'm going to punch those elbows forward, knuckles face the ceiling, and then rotate, knuckles face you. Just finding that little bit of rotation. I'm going super slow, like a turtle. You're doing your best to sit up nice and tall. Doesn't matter to me what you do with those legs. You can take them out a little further. Whatever you need to do to sit up tall. On this next one, I want you to hold those arms long, knuckles face the ceiling. We're going into a high row. Bend those elbows and punch forward. Bend and punch. I know I'm moving super slow, but I want you to get the hang of this. Plenty of time to go fast in life, but right now we're moving slow. That perfect goalpost arm, punch forward. A few more. And one. Arms go down. Take a moment. So that whole thing could have been done kneeling, facing forward. What's the challenge there? It's balance. So you really have to engage your core. I'm engaging my core now, even though I'm sitting down, but the kneeling is challenging because you don't want to flip over. All right, palms facing forward on the side, a little bit forward of my hips. Slight bend in the elbow. Inhale, exhale, up, and then back to the sides of the box. Forward, forward. Little bit of bend in those elbows. I'm constantly thinking of keeping my shoulders away from my ears, open through my chest. Two. One. On this next one, you're going to take the arms all the way on up. I'm hinging forward. Now the backs of my hands are facing back. I'm hinging forward. So now I've widened my knees. I've opened my knees a little bit, opened my hips to external rotation. I'm going to bend those elbows to the sides of the room and punch my arms forward. Bend and extend. That hinge is important. Hinging at the hip. I don't care how far you hinge. Heavy in those feet. 2, 1, done. A little sample of some arms facing front. So many things we can do. One arm at a time, unilateral. We can use a prop, passing the ball back and forth. Again, it's just so much, but these are the basics, and knowing the basics is the most important thing. That's why I was moving so slow. And it's work. You know, I'm tired. I'm having a good workout. Hang up those handles. All right. Let's take that box to long ways again. Box goes on long ways. Now I'm going to put the foot bar up. Foot bar is going to go to regular height. I'm going to add myself a red spring. I'm going to be on 1 red spring. And I'm taking my medium off. 1 heavy ought to do it. I'm going to lay on my belly facing the foot bar. Now, the girls, the boobies, are off the box. Before, when we were facing the other direction, I would say we were much further back than this. My girls are off. My hands will come on that foot bar. Again, my legs are the width of the box like they were when I was facing the other direction. I'm going to press the carriage out and hold it here a second. Again, what am I talking about? Does anyone know? I think I know. I'm going to press my pubic bone down. This is hard. If you take my classes here, you're going to see me say, this is hard to talk into it. All right. From here, arms are going to stay long if that's available to you. We're going to slowly bring yourself on up to your best swan position. I'm going to bend my elbows a little bit because it was kind of bothering my low back. Maybe if I do a few more, I'll stretch myself out a little bit. I'm going to go down, 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 down. Press those arms all the way on out. And then coming up to your best extension. And then back on down. So the first one, I'm just trying to find what feels good for me. Bending those elbows slightly is totally fine. You are finding your best extension. I like to have my legs the width of the box. Depressing the scapula and coming up. There goes Jake. Hello, Jake. Here's something that I see that I want you to try and avoid. You see how I'm kind of like, yeah, okay. But try not to take that head back like that. Lead with the chest. Looking straight ahead. And then back down. One more here. And exhale. And back down. I'm now going to turn my hands so my fingertips are facing one another and my elbows will be pointing out to the sides of the room. My head's going to stay in line with my spine. I'm going to bend the elbows and straighten. Bend and straighten. Getting a little bit more upper body. Finding that length through the crown of the head towards that foot bar. Like I said before, length, like someone's pulling my legs to the opposite side of the room. Keeping my shoulders away from my ears. 2, 1. Done. Scoot yourself back on the box a little bit. Coming on back up to that all fours position. All fours position one more time. Let's round that spine up. And slight arch to your spine. Round. And back. One more time. Last thing here. And coming back to a neutral position. All right. That was a few things on the box that I want you to be familiar with. Is it everything? No way. If I went through every single thing we could do with the box on the reformer, we'd be here a long time, and I'm just too tired for that. But we went through some basics. Hope you got that modifications are available, and this box is a great thing to pull out. When we go through classes, I will say, hey, get the box out if that feels better for you. And I'll walk you through the options. I hope you enjoyed this. This was our last installment of Hello Reformer, getting ourselves acquainted with it. So do it again. I know it's not the fastest paced workout, but it gives you an idea of what's to come in reformer classes. And I will see you in class. Have a good night.